Hi everyone, it's me, hopefully Skinny, and I know I just got done doing a video a couple weeks ago, but I'm back! Surprise! Maybe this will become a habit. We can only hope. So, I just have a few quick things to say. I don't think this is going to be a long video. First thing I want to say is I'm doing a video with 3 other girls in my community that have gone through bariatric surgery or are about to start the journey to get the gastric sleeve. So, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy, sorry. So here's what I'm hoping that you guys will do to help me out is to think of some questions that you would like answered and put them down below in the comments, or you can email me. And I will be more than happy to ask the girls questions, and hopefully we can get a variety of different answers from different perspectives and different stages. So, and also we're the 2 insurance providers that, I don't know if this is important to you guys or not, but the 2 insurance providers that will be, I guess, represented, or the people that have had surgery through these providers will be Kaiser, both Kaiser South and Kaiser Richmond, and then also Blue Shield of California. So we can have the answers will be from different people at different stages with different insurance providers. So please give me some comments so these can be helpful and maybe informative. I'm hoping to learn something. I have some questions that I want to ask, and so your questions can only help educate us more because it will give us more thought, or perhaps you have a question I haven't thought of to ask. So please participate. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is, I was pretty sure that I was going to hit my 385 goal mark for sure last Friday the 30th. So I went in and weighed in with Kaiser South. Now, I was extremely surprised to find out that not only did I hit my 385 mark, but I'm 1 pound away from being my 380 mark for my surgery. So if I lose this pound by Thursday, then I will be able to have my appointment next week, which will tell me my surgery date. And of course, if I have my appointment next week, I will, for my surgery day, I will make another video and I will talk about what the appointment was like for me and also give you guys my surgery day. So I had a feeling last week that, or the week before last, I had a feeling last week at the beginning of the week that I was going to be hitting my goal weight, and I was weighing myself in on my scale at 384, 385, like constantly. It was a pretty much fluctuate between those two. Not a big pound difference at all. So I knew that going to Kaiser that I would weigh in at 385 when I went to South. So I also knew that I had to do a lady bits check again. Last time was not fun. It was absolutely miserable and it was kind of traumatizing for me. But in order to do the surgery and do it safely and healthy, as women, we need to make sure we're current on our pap smear. So I called and made arrangements to do that tomorrow on Tuesday. So I have that set up. But when I went on Friday and found out that I was below my weight goal, and I needed to schedule my psychological evaluation, which I'm going to do on Thursday, which is the 5th of June. If I'm at my goal weight by then, because they'll weigh me in, I will then at that day and time, I'll be able to set up an appointment for the following week for my RN care manager. And at that time, they will give me my surgery date, and they'll be setting up 2 more appointments for me, which from what I understand, will be the pre-op class, which will teach you how to eat after your surgery. You'll have a special diet that you'll have to follow just because of your stomach and care for the first year. And then after that appointment, I'm assuming I will be having an appointment with my surgeon who will give me a list of tests that I will need to complete before my surgery, as well as doing a physical evaluation to make sure that I am still physically capable of doing the surgery. So if all goes well, it looks like I can possibly be having my surgery either the end of June or beginning of July. I'm hoping the sooner the better. So that's all great news. That's all informative stuff. Great. I hope it helps you guys. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. And what I'm finding on YouTube is that I see a lot of things that people talk about success, and when they hit the numbers or when they do non-scale goals. But and I'm sure there are people out there are going to talk about what I'm getting ready to talk about. I don't disbelieve that, but I don't see very many. And the fact is that I want to talk about food. And food is something that you have to be around for the rest of your life. And once you're heavy and are obsessive with food, you will always obsess with food. Food will always be something. Now, from what I understand, directly after surgery for the first year, it's not that much obsession, because some of the surgery and the hormonal change takes some of that away. But eventually those hormones go away, and you'll have to be back with dealing with the reason why you are heavy or were heavy to begin with. And that has to do with a lot of emotional things, your obsession with food. But it's kind of like, once you're a drug addict, you're always a drug addict. It will never go away. You'll always be an alcoholic. If you're an alcoholic, it never goes away. Now, you can quit the behavior, but you'll never be able to have an alcohol. You'll never be able to have an alcoholic drink casually and whatnot. With food, it's a little bit different. You don't get to say, no, I'm never going to be around food ever again, or I'm never going to be around people again who eat, because everyone has to eat. They have to. And you have to eat. So you'll always be around food, and you'll always have to struggle with your obsession with it. And obsession is just a lack of a better word for it, but really we do obsess with food. And so right now, how I deal with my obsession is I prep and organize my food, and I make it pretty in the refrigerator, where I organize everything in clear containers where I can see it. It's already sliced up and ready for me to go. I enjoy cooking, so I try to come up with creative ways to make my food taste better, that follows the plan, so it doesn't have any additional fat in it, and with spices, so it doesn't have any salt. So yes, the obsession with food, I would have to say, will still be there a year out. And for some people, it's still there even after the surgery. So I don't want anyone to think that once you have the surgery, the obsession is completely gone, because I don't believe it is, and I think it's unrealistic to think it is. If you watch some of these videos where people are being honest and they're years out, they still have a hard time with food. The surgery just makes it easier for them to lose the weight, but the struggle of dealing with the addiction to food is a lifelong struggle. So with that being said, the reason why I'm leading all this up to this big old, explanation is, one thing that I'm fearful of is I've gotten so close to this goal now, and there have been times when I know that I've gotten close, just not this close, and I have backslid. And I've done things to sabotage my success, and I desperately don't want that to happen this time. So I'm trying to be very diligent and keep my goal in the forefront of my mind, where I'm constantly thinking about, is this food going to help me get my goal? Is eating this going to further my goal? And that's how I'm looking at food right now. And I know food is a constantly changing relationship. So I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to have a healthy relationship with food. I know that I'll always have an issue with food. I just hope that it will be healthier, or that I'm able to control it a little bit better. I don't think that this are things that you need to answer. You need to get control of it before surgery. I think that's definitely true. But I also think that it is a struggle that you're going to have even after surgery. So I don't think the surgery is something that fix all and is the end all. The classes that Kaiser has me go through, I do feel has me prepared for what life is going to be like a year after surgery, what is expected of my body a year after surgery, how I should be eating now and a year after my surgery. So I think these are all tools that I think are very, very important to learn before you have the surgery. Do I think once you learn them, will you be successful? No. I think it is something that you have to commit to yourself to keep doing and commit to these rules and commit to these changes for you to be successful after the surgery. And anyone that says that they don't have any doubts that they can do it after surgery, I think are not being very honest with themselves. I think that having doubts is okay. It's normal. It's kind of expected, but being aware of them and being conscious of them when you make your food choices is going to help you be successful. So that's what I have to say. That's my word, concerns. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions about how to keep from sabotaging myself because I get too scared, let me know. Your thoughts are appreciated, and your ideas and your support is, more than enough. And you guys keep me accountable when I'm not on for a while. You guys are like, where are you? What have you been doing? I miss your videos. It keeps me accountable for staying on track and keeping, my weight loss going and being accountable to myself as well. So I hopefully will have good news next week, and I'll be able to tell you. Possibly I might even do a video Thursday or Friday if I hit my goal weight and set an appointment, just because I'd be excited. But I will definitely let you guys know what's going on. So for now, I'm going to say bye.